Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby. This is Armors and Arrows. Today we are going to be doing a collaboration with some other moms called Homeschooling with a Disability. If you are new here, thank you for coming by and please consider taking a look around and hitting the red subscribe button. If you are not new here, thank you for coming back. So like I said, today's video is Homeschooling with a Disability. This collaboration was started by me. I had the thought, if you were a homeschool parent with some type of disability, if you are a parent who has a child with some type of disability, that it would be fun to share how we homeschool, whether it's how us as parents homeschool or how you homeschool your child with a disability. And there are going to be things ranging from blindness to, I don't even know because I haven't watched the other videos, but I'm excited to watch the other videos and I will have the playlist linked down below for you. So please, after this video, go check out the playlist and give those other moms some support. I am blind and all of my kids are sighted. So I knew for a really, really long time that I wanted to homeschool. But that meant that I had to find a curriculum that I would be able to use, that would be accessible for me to read, but also for my child to use easily. So I'm going to talk about a couple of different curriculums and then I'm going to talk about the options and how I homeschool. I have something to show you and the other things I'm just going to explain. So there are several homeschool curriculums that offer printed copies of things, but then they also offer PDF copies or electronic formats. The ones I know about are Easy Peasy All-in-One Homeschool. The website is allinonehomeschool.com. So basically it says day one and then it tells you like listen or watch this video and it has a link to the video. And it tells you read this or do this page out of this workbook. And you can purchase the workbooks very inexpensively or you can just print off the page that you need day by day. So that one I've used for preschool age kids. It's very easy to use, it's very accessible, and it's just on the internet. Another one is the Well-Trained Mind Press. They offer printed and PDF copies of their curriculum. I chose to purchase the PDF copy. Now I don't use a ton of their stuff, but what I have purchased from them has been the PDF copies. I find them very easy to read. Very, very easy to read. They don't, I know there's some PDFs that mess up on the computer, but these ones, they're just really straightforward, very easy to read, and so I like that for an accessible curriculum. Another one is The Good and the Beautiful. Now they offer printed and PDF downloads as well. I choose to purchase the PDF downloads. I have purchased the printed copies before, but I choose to purchase the PDF downloads now and I print them off myself. They are pretty easy to read. Now sometimes it's not as straightforward as say the Well-Trained Mind Press because there's quite a bit of pictures and artwork in the text that sometimes I don't know why it does this, but it'll have like part of the lesson, so it'll have the top of the page, you know, it'll say page 23, and then it'll say like reviewing vowels, and it'll have half of the lesson up on the top half of the page, and then like in the middle of the page, it'll say lesson 27, or I don't even know, I'm using that as an example, and then it'll continue on with the lesson. And for some reason it does that on my computer, and I need to figure out how to make it not do that. I like that The Good and the Beautiful has all of their curriculums in an accessible format for us as blind users to use. So let's talk about some different ways that you can read those accessible formats. So one way is if you have a laptop or Mac or PC, you can download those and read them with your screen reader, such as JAWS, which is JAWS for Windows. There's NVDA, which is another Windows one. There's also Zoom Text. So if you're low vision and you want to read the curriculum instead of using a voiceover to do it, a screen reader to do it. There is Zoom text, which from what I know about it, you can increase the font so it's easier for you to read, and you can make it darker or lighter, and do all that fun stuff with it. So for a Mac, there is voiceover already built into it. If you have a Mac, you can hit Command 5 and it will start talking to you, and then you hit Command 5 to turn it off. So I use the preview reader on the Mac to read my PDFs. Now, there is a way that you can convert PDFs into text using Adobe, and I've actually done that because I cannot figure out how to get our PDFs onto my Braille Note Touch Plus. This is the Braille Note Touch Plus. It is put out by Humanware. So Braille is made up of 6 dots. I'm going to try and hold this one-handed. Okay, so Braille is made up of 6 dots. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the backspace, and this is the enter. This is the space. Down here is the Braille display. Each little teeny tiny dot under here or above the Braille cell is called the Braille cursor. Now, there's keys on the front here. I'm not sure how much of this you guys can see, and I will do a more in-depth video of this. But there are keys on the front here, and I'm going to turn it like this, so hopefully you guys can see the Braille cells move. So I'm going to hit this. Right now it says main menu, so let's hit this. Now it says contacts, email, internet, word processor. So there's a lot that you can do on here. So I converted the PDF formats to text because I can't figure out how to get a PDF reader on here. And it seems to work pretty well. You know, it just converts it all to text and obviously just leaves out the images. And I can read it on here. I have the files on an SD card and I can read it on here. So it's also got a screen here that I can show my children something. Say I'm watching a YouTube video for school on here. I can pull it up. Okay, I hope you guys can see that. I hope there's not too much of a glare. But here is the screen, and I can pull up things on it to show the kids for school. So I know that starting out to homeschool as a parent is it can feel overwhelming and you're not sure where to start. But as a blind parent, there are lots of resources that can help you. And in the future, I am going to be doing a video on how I teach my kids letters and how we form letters as a blind mom to make sure that my kids are doing it correctly. And so I know that they're forming them correctly. I'm going to be doing a video on that. So stay tuned for that. That's all I have for you today. Please check out the playlist down below and let's see what the other moms have to offer. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you like what you see here. And I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.